Hi all. This is a bit of an inspiration from another YouTuber called BradyBot, Rob Brady. He's got a really good YouTube channel, so you should subscribe to that if you haven't already. So he made a comment here: defensive squeezes in his community section. Defensive squeezes are quite rare, but I see if I can find an example. And I was thinking, oh, I just played in the President's Cup, and there was an example of a defensive squeeze. This is kind of inspiration from his comment there. So this is against Tracy Sherman and Simon Edwards, board 43 in the President's Cup. I've uploaded the video and you can kind of see how that went. So the bidding was pretty simple. The club, a diamond and no trump, and Steve leaves off his fourth highest heart. And Tracy wins the first trick with a king. And it looks like you've got the king of hearts, three spades, and some diamonds. So she decides to play on diamonds. And then I decide to duck, okay, because I don't mind sort of playing towards this and taking out of the entry. Use the queen of diamonds, let's say I can win with the ace, and she's not necessarily got a definite entry to get a third diamond. She doesn't know where the ace of hearts is, things like that. So I decided to duck twice rather than, say, taking the king of diamonds, because she could actually play the king of diamonds and overtake the jack of diamonds with the queen, play the 10 and drop the 9. So I decided to duck twice anyway. So Tracy then plays the king of spades. See if the jack falls, I guess. A small spade to the ace. And then she gets a 7 tricks. Okay, so the contract's not in any jeopardy or anything like that. But it's just the over trick. So she's now got 7 tricks, and she decides to play on clubs. Well, if we actually have a look at Gibb at this moment in time. Okay, so whatever she plays, she can make an over trick at this point. So she plays a club. Okay, and oh, that's kind of where I've made a mistake. All right, I've made the mistake already in discarding the 5 of diamonds. So we'll just get it to the situation though, where I can sort of see that I've made the mistake. So it's at this point here when I play my queen of clubs that I suddenly think, uh-oh, I've made a boo-boo here. Okay, I can now see that North is kind of squeezed. Okay, because I know partner's got the ace and jack of hearts, and I could have had 2 diamond tricks. Okay, if I'd have kept my 5 of diamonds. So I know at this point, actually, this is where the squeeze comes into play if I'd have kept my diamond. So if we just go back to where I threw my diamond, okay, so 7, 8, 6. So instead of throwing my 5 of diamonds here, because at the time I was thinking, well, the queen and 10 can both beat the 5. What's the point in keeping the 5? All right, so, but there is obviously a point to keeping it. If we have a look at Gibb, by throwing the 5 of diamonds, I give away an over trick, and that's what happened. Tracy managed to get an over trick. So I should actually play the club, sorry, the heart. So if I throw away the heart, and then Tracy then say plays, let's say she plays a heart, let's say. Now Steve should go up with the ace. Okay, and then there's no point in playing the heart. Now if you have a look at Gibb here, he's then got to switch to clubs. Okay, so if he plays clubs, continue with the clubs. And you can see at this point now, North is now squeezed. So if North now plays the Queen of Hearts, it sets up Steve's Jack. So North has to throw a diamond. Okay, and then Steve just plays a diamond. Bingo, bango, my 5 of diamonds has now become a winner. So there you have it. That's a squeeze in defense. Now, if we just sort of go back a little bit further, because one thing you can do with squeezes is you can break the defense quite often. Right. So let me think. Yeah, if I keep me, let's just exit, rewind, I'll start. So let's start again. So let's just get it back to this point here. And she plays the king of spades. So if you have a look at Gibb at the moment, yeah, she can make an over trick. Again, she can make an over trick. All right. But now she's got to really play her diamonds. Now, the reason why she's got to play her diamonds is to break the squeeze. So if she plays a diamond, she gets rid of West's diamond here. And then when Steve gets the lead, he can't play a diamond towards my ace right at the end. So playing the diamond now breaks the squeeze. So that was just, I just thought it was an interesting hand. It was for only an extra in, but it's only for an over trick. But I wasn't quite switched on. It was it's quite tricky to see, kind of thing, that early on. But yeah, I should have just thrown a heart away. But yeah, interesting hand.